How's it going, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how in a brand new coaching business that I started 2 months ago, just over 2 months ago, we're booking anywhere from 10 to 20 sales calls every single day on autopilot like clockwork without appointment setters. Okay, appointment setters are a very common pushed thing, and we do have appointment setters on the team, but with their help, we're able to add, 30 to 50% to that volume every single day. And I'm going to put a little screenshot on the screen, or maybe I'll just show you. Let me just prove that we actually do book that many. That's my background on my computer. Let me adjust that to show my Chrome. Okay, there we go. So about 10 a day this week. You can see last week about 12 to 15 a day, maybe 20 on some days. Week before that, week before that, and then this week we weren't running any ads. So you can see not that many. So I figured I'd show you that before I do anything else. We have about a 50 to 60% show rate, and then about 30% of those close. Our best day was 25, I think it was like 26 or 27 actually, but rounded off 25 bookings in a day and 5 new enrollments in that day. And how I'm achieving this is with a marketing style that a lot of people assume doesn't work anymore. And just using first principles thinking, I was able to innovate it for my specific business in a way that is killing it, right? And that's what's called a video sales letter funnel. Now, if you want to see me live building this business, I've got a series of videos on this channel where it's just like documenting stage 1, stage 2. I think there's like 5 or 6 stages really of like getting this thing to $250,000 a month to $500,000 a month. That's kind of like my revenue range that I want to reach with this business. And you can see the offer, you can see the full funnel, you can see live team meetings and everything if you watch that video series. And I'm just documenting it on this channel because I think a lot of people in the coaching industry, they're a lot of talk and just simply not a lot of walk. And so I'm really just trying to like live document it. So the last upload on this channel, if you're watching this video, recently as it's been uploaded, you can check that out. That's part 2. Part 1 is somewhere back on this channel. I'll link both of them in this video in the description. But what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to like draw out using a whiteboard here. Let me just pop over here. I'm just literally going to draw out like, okay, how on earth am I like doing this? You know what I mean? And just really make it super clean and simple. And as you guys know, I'm not here to like entertain. You know what I mean? I don't want to like waste my time on like fancy edits. I don't want to like if I can't keep you, if you can't pay attention to how we're booking 15 sales calls, 20 sales calls a day, like then you're probably not going to build your business. Okay, so definitely tune in. Like I'm not going to entertain, and I'm not going to use over the top hype or anything. I'm just going to show you like what I'm doing. Okay. So the system looks something like this. It's actually really, really simple. Okay, so we run an ad to an opt-in page, and that's where we click their name, phone, and email. Okay, and then they watch a short video. In return for their name, phone, and email, they get the chance to watch this video. And the video kind of looks like this. It's about it's actually a 13-minute long video. Okay. And the first half of it, I'm selling them on my strategy that my coaching program teaches and getting them to believe in my what I call mechanism. I'm painting my mechanism as new. I'm painting it as believable. I'm making a case why it's better than the alternatives that they've heard of before. And I'm telling stories of my success with it and people that have used it and their success with it. And then the latter half of the video, I'm making a case as to why they should book a call and learn about our program that implements this. So it's really a very simple video, okay? And for my mastermind clients, my Kaizen group is what I call it, this Friday, I've got a deep dive video that I'm doing with them on like the psychology of this funnel. If you want me to link that video right here under this YouTube channel, let me know. I'll just put it up. Just leave a comment in the description saying, leak the video. And I'm literally just doing like an hour and a half long deep dive into the psychology of this 13-minute video. Because what's happening is we're spending, out of about $100 in spend here, we're turning that into about maybe 12 to 15 leads. Okay, so we've got a $7 to $10 cost per lead. Okay, maybe more like probably more like a $7 to $9 cost per lead. Sometimes it's higher than that. Then on this video here, we're getting a $50-ish booking. So without appointment setters. without even email remarketing. So if we include email remarketing and our appointment setters who call the phone numbers that opt in, we get like a $35 booking, right? And then after this video, if they do book a call, then they're sent to what's called a thank you page. And this thank you page is super important. And you can see this whole funnel in the description if you want. And on this channel, I'm kind of dedicating this channel to just like live documenting me growing this business, just like because I think it'd be dope if I had that when I was, just kind of getting moving in the industry myself, and I wanted some help. You know what I mean? So, and after that thank you page, that really like helps them confirm their time. It warms them up for the meeting with some pre-call like trainings and resources. We go deeper into explaining our mechanism on that page, and we give them instructions as to how to access the meeting and like how the meeting will go and everything. And then we have them text us to help us know that they're like paying attention, and if they don't text us, then we just assume that they're not going to show up for the meeting. And like 70 to 80% of the people who don't text us don't show up for their meeting. So it's actually quite interesting. It's a very good ratio there. And this is it. This is it right here. So let me just show you this kind of live real quick. Okay, so here you go. Here's the actual funnel itself, okay? So what you'll see is it's a super simple page. Video guide reveals this. Give us your name, your phone, and your email. And then when they opt in, I'll take you to the next page here. This is that training video that I'm talking about. You can see it's actually 15 minutes long. I don't even remember the exact amount of time. It's 13 to 15 minutes-ish. I've made versions that are 13. This one's 15. So whatever, right? But what I'm doing in this video is really going into like how what we teach works. So in this business, it's called Kingdom Content Creator Academy. And we help people start online businesses that earn anywhere from like $3,000 to $6,000 a month, and they can just work part-time or even full-time if they wanted to. And it helps them, that we show them how to sign clients for short-form content management services, okay? A really good friend of mine makes like $15,000 a month profit, $20,000 a month profit with this. It could scale way further, but we're really just like selling a very easy lifestyle business here. After a certain amount of time, a button shows up underneath this video. So we wait about, I think like 5 minutes or so, maybe 4 minutes before the button shows up. So that way we don't get any spam bookings. So every one of these bookings that we're talking about here, every single one of these people that jump from the video to the thank you page and actually book, they paid attention to that video. So they're not spam bookings, And so once that shows up, there you go. You can see here, reserve a call. That takes them to a page where they can then reserve a call. And once they reserve this call, they're taken to the final page, which looks like this. They pull it up. So here's what that page looks like. It says, congrats on reserving your call. Secure your reservation by following the instructions on this page. Otherwise, the meeting will automatically be canceled. Right? And so what we do here is we're just walking them through a series of steps that help us confirm the booking as well as warm them up before the call. So on this page, it's probably the most important page in the whole funnel, honestly. People think that this is the most important page, the actual sales video itself, but it's not really. If you can get the booking and get the interest, then in this page, this is where you do a lot of the heavy lifting. So on this page, I've got some material that really like sells them on a few things. And necessarily like when you're selling coaching, all you have to do is sell people on these 3 things, and then they'll be willing to buy your programs. I sell them on the mechanism, which is the strategy. We call it content connecting. So I'm selling them on like how many businesses need this service, how easy it is to render this service, all that stuff, and the amount of money you can make, as well as some of the honest downsides that come with doing it the wrong way, which again, we could help them avoid as a student in the program. And then I sell them on us a little bit. And the way that I do this is I just kind of tell our story a little bit, talk about our experience, and they get the first module of our training program on that page as well, so they can watch it. And then I also just kind of secure the meeting. So the page kind of looks like this, right? There's 3 videos, and each serves a different purpose, right? Video 1, how to confirm a meeting, rules for the meeting, everything like that. Video 2, sell them on the mechanism. Video 3, look inside the program, right? And then right here is a little blurb about, hey, text us. That way we get that text, and in our system, if they don't text us, then the meeting is actually marked free on the calendar and can be booked over. Because we have noticed over and over again, if somebody isn't paying attention and they don't text us, they either just don't respect our time, or they're just not paying attention, or they're just not tech savvy enough, or whatever. Like they just don't even, you know what I mean? There's people that just click on things, So that's basically how it works. It's really a super simple system. And I think a lot of people, they are kind of being sold on these like really complex marketing systems that take a ton of time. For me, like I can, and we're only spending like $500 a day. Like, we're not spending that much money, you know? Might sound like a lot, but that's enough to fill like one sales rep, really. And I've got a second one in training. And as we train up more sales reps, I'll just, add spend. And so with one sales rep, this business can do anywhere from $70,000 to $100,000 a month in sales. And so really the only cap on the business, because, I'm not the one necessarily coaching or leading the program, is just basically how many sales reps we have. So the main thing that I'm working on is just training sales reps, right? And that will allow us to, scale quite far, okay? So that's essentially how it works. And look, I just want to make a short video about this because I think a lot of people, what they do is they severely overcomplicate their business and then they justify why they're doing it, and there's that common phrase, like people overcomplicate their life and justify why they're doing it. And you don't need to have a complex system to book a ton of calls. You just need to say the right things in the right sequence. And that's where the real skill set of marketing and presenting an offer comes in. One of my clients in the Kaizen Mastermind group, he was one-on-one messaging me. And, he does a mix of YouTube organic and then this system. And for the first time, he's like, wow, I can actually just print bookings without any of my time. And these bookings close just as good as my YouTube organic bookings do if they show up. The trick is getting the show up, and that's why that thank you page is so helpful, right? And so I just think it's important, people just have this idea that they need to really try very hard and in order to get marketing, in order to get consistent meetings. But really, I don't do much on social media. The only reason I have this channel is because my passion, my love subject is helping other online coaches scale to 100 to 500 grand a month. I love doing that, right? Because I love the information industry, mostly because I was homeschooled, therefore self-educated, which means I just appreciate individual experts who are doing things for the world that are good, and I love that, and I want more of that. So, and if you're interested, links in the description to learn more about the Kaizen Mastermind group. You can pop in a call with me, and it's not going to be a closer. It's literally going to be me. But that's how we do it. It's really that simple. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I will expand on any of this. If you want me to leak that call that I had with my Kaizen group, let me know, and I can. It'll be almost 2 hours long. So the first part will be me breaking down the psychology of their video sales letter funnels and helping them clean it up. And then the latter part will be a breakdown of specifically ours and why we say what we say. Happy to put that on this channel. I just want to give away a ton of value, but I want to know that that's of interest so that I can ask my clients if they're cool with that, and then I'll go ahead and do it. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.